crops. They're growing things like corn that are producing its own herbicide and pesticide.
Yes.
And soybean.
Yeah.
I mean, major crops in the world. Now they want to do it to alfalfa.
To alfalfa too?
Yeah.
Oh. And they're finding that in human bodies, I understand, from Amanda Moschart.
Pesticide.
Yes, that pesticide.
So Monsanto is giving us a diet of pesticides, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there you go.
They are?
Yes.
Yeah, if you
Yes.
that's what you've got to
To
say.
become part of the
Right.
corn, that was in corn, pesticides.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Can you say that? Okay, let him.
Well, it was
do it.
Monsanto deliberately engineered corn
Wait,
to
wait,
produce
wait.
its own insecticide.
They engineered corn.
Yes, to produce.
I eat corn just about every day. Every time I have a tortilla, I eat corn.
Yes, well, in our country, it's very likely that corn was engineered by Monsanto and has probably residues of that insecticide that they engineered those corn plants to produce within themselves.
Ah, the
Because
corn
they're
plants are
finding out
producing
that
the
human beings-
pesticides
Yes.
and herbicides.
Yes. Well, and the herbicide, that is in the soy plants.
Huh.
And that is tragic. In the soy plants, do you know about that?
No, I don't know about that.
All right, well, they engineered soy plants to be able to withstand herbicides that are poured on them to kill the weeds down below on the ground. Because that's always a farmer's problem, the weeds.
Are you saying the soy plant produces its own herbicide?
No, that's the corn.
The corn
The
produces
corn.
Ah.
No. The soy plant was engineered to withstand, to stay alive, even though herbicide was poured on it. I mean, it was resistant to herbicide. So the weeds died from the herbicide, but not the soy plant.
Is that what they mean by Roundup resistant?
Yes, and that means when we eat the soy plant, the soy plants, and we eat a lot of soy now, we're eating products that have had herbicides poured on them. We were not genetically engineered to withstand herbicides. The soy plant maybe is, but we're ingesting food loaded with herbicides.
So you're telling me that two of the major crops on planet Earth, soybeans and corn,
Yes.
are being genetically engineered.
Yes.
Are they doing this to intentionally destroy the population of planet Earth?
Don't ask me.
You don't know?
I don't know
Why
why
would they
they're
be
doing
doing
it.
it?
Well, for one thing, maybe they're extremely short-sighted, and they think, well, good, if we can have a plant that won't die when we pour herbicide on it, maybe that's a good thing. We'll have that plant to sell. Some people feel it's a conspiracy to cut down on the population. I won't go that far. I won't say. I can't imagine.
You can't imagine anybody would
being.
intentionally try to destroy the human race?
No, I cannot. No.
Huh.
I cannot.
Huh. Then why are they doing this?
Well, I think it's for the short-term profit.
The profit,
The
short-term
short-term
profit.
yeah.
So if they can control the food, well, there must be a lot of money in it. So there's any problem now with these herbicides and pesticides that are in the plant that you eat, the corn and soybeans that you're eating, is that causing cancer or anything like that?
Well, that's the deal. That hasn't been tested enough. And Monsanto is well known for skewing test results.
Huh.
They're known for that. They've been sued for it. I think over 100
I think
suits
the former
for
vice
them.
president of Monsanto is now head of the FDA.
Well, that's another thing. Monsanto manages to get their executives tucked into the FDA as executives,
You know,
and lots of things are then approved by the FDA.
Yeah. I'm really confused as to why an intelligent human being with any kind of degree of humanity would intentionally put out stuff that's going to destroy people's health. Food like that. Millions of people.
Yeah. Well, I can't understand that.
Would you think that maybe what I should do is start maybe what we should
fathom
do is take advantage of it and start investing in things like those cancer institutes, you know, that are proliferating around the country.
That's right. That's
Cancer's
very
big business, a
good.
growth industry.
That's right.
And if it herbicides and pesticides, we ought to get in on it.
Right.
That's where the bucks are going to be, right?
Absolutely. And you know what? And now that you mention that, that makes me think how publicity and sales jobs and propaganda is a huge, huge industry. And you know what? If Monsanto can sell investors on the wonder of all their great new products, how they can resist herbicides and have their own insecticides, all these things, investors will continue to invest in Monsanto. We've got to include investors in this cycle of corruption. You know what? We've got the executives with
Oh, wait a minute. Why would investors want to invest in something that's going to destroy their health? Because they're going to be eating that corn and soybeans, right?
They don't know it the
and
same
the cars
as we didn't know it
bovine
before we
growth
started.
hormones.
You know, did you know all this before this year? I didn't
No,
know all this.
no.
I didn't either. You know, so we've got to keep educating people. That's for dang sure. Because this is something we can do. We can label GMOs, and then we can decide not to buy it.
How much is it going to cost to do this?
How much? They already print in the ingredients this product prepared in places where peanuts and wheat have been processed. Those are a lot of words. Ours would just be GMO free or contains GMOs. 2 little words. That's not going to cost a lot.
It's not going to increase the cost of my beans, or my corn,
no,
or my soybeans.
Not one bean, not one kernel of corn. Right.
You think I should sign this thing?
Yes, Dick, you should. You haven't signed it. You need to sign this petition. Why don't you get on over here?
There's actually, you know, it seems like when you're talking about this is happening all over the world. They're doing it all over the planet. It seems like there's an intentional conspiracy out to destroy the human race.
A lot of countries are onto this, and they have banned GMO seeds. They have banned the bovine growth hormone.
Well, you know what?
Which is a Monsanto.
One of the things about it, there's money in what they're doing. There's a lot of money behind that. Now, if they could only eat money, when they run out of food, they could eat the money, huh?
Yeah, let them eat money. Right.
Eat money. Huh.
Yeah, I agree with you. By the way, you've seen this information, haven't you, about Monsanto products? What is genetically engineered food? Yeah. You know that? Did you know that California is the 8th largest economic unit?
I did.
So if California would label their genetically modified organisms, or also known as genetically engineered foods, that would really have a lot to have a big say in well, for one thing, subconscious.
You know, they're destroying the salmon populations too, you know.
Tell me how.
Genetically engineered salmon.
Doing what?
And the nutrition out of a genetically engineered salmon, farm-raised salmon, is a lot less than what you're going to get out of wild salmon. Unfortunately, a lot of genetically raised salmon in farms polluting the environment and getting involved in other salmon. Yes. Wild salmon.
Yeah. Are they actually interbreeding? Well, I understand in some of our salmon in our farms, salmon farms.
But you know, locally here, what we're seeing also happening with the pesticides and things like Roundup in the environment, the bee population being decimated. People that have been in beekeeping for over 50 years here in the local area are thinking they have to move. They can still go to the mountains where there's not a lot of pollution from pesticides and herbicides. But it's totally destroying the bee population. And as the bee population dies off, all these fruit trees around here are going to suffer. They're not getting the same kind of yield. They'll lose their pollinators. The bees are the major pollinators on the planet.
It makes you almost weep.
And they just can't handle things like Roundup. Roundup is very detrimental to the environment.
You know, it says on the packaging, it is weak or useless after 30 days, after it's been on the plant, that it's safe to plant other plants.
Well, I understand the same ingredients that went in Agent Orange over in Vietnam are used in Roundup. Have you heard that?
You
know what happened to a lot of those people, birth defects and so forth? Autism and birth defects are on the increase.
Yes. from our military personnel that came back, who had that poured on them.
Right.
Purposely.
And even right here in this environment.
Yeah.
Well, Linda, I'm gonna sign your petition.
Thank you very much, Dick. I'm so glad.
But I don't
Good for
know,
you.
it might be too late to save the human race.
Well, at least we went down.
But at least we could try.
We can sure try. I mean, what else could
We could go down fighting.
we sure can?
Right.
We sure can.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you, Richard. It's awfully nice meeting
Right.
you, and
And
thank you.
for being out here.
And thank you
Now, look at
for
all this
asking
is
such
genetically
cogent
engineered
questions.
food. Please help
Yeah.
us, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Ah.
Well, here's a pen. There you go.
You already did it.
I know if you're gonna do it again, and you just cross it off. Thanks a lot, Richard.